All right, it's a final here in downtown Sacramento. Kings falling to the Portland Trail Blazers. 98-93 is your final score. This was a very exciting game. Kings just unable to get back into it and overcome that deficit there in the second half. What's up, everyone? This is Toyota Kings Postgame Live. Drapes, Deuce, and Mo here. We'll get to Doug Christie and the players coming up in a minute. I'll go down the line here. Just sum up what we saw out here tonight, Morgan.
Yeah, another game with a lot more fight than we've seen throughout this season, so it's good. We had back-to-back games with that type of compete level. Tough to see down the stretch, the Kings just not being able to execute, knock down some big shots, but yeah, a lot to go over with this one.
We keep saying this, but in today's game, you gotta take threes and you gotta make threes. You're not winning NBA games when you make six threes.
Yeah.
And they average about 10 makes per game. That's dead last in the NBA. That's just hard to overcome on most nights. So the shooting wasn't there. There's some good things defensively in this game, some good things from the young guys, but ultimately you gotta be able to make shots.
But is this who they are, Deuce?
I mean,
are we going to do that 60 more games, 55 more? This
I guess.
might be who they are, man.
No, you're right, but here's the thing. This is where we start talking about playing different guys a lot, right? I mean, Keon Ellis played in this game for just 10 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't even take a three. Meanwhile, Russell Westbrook, who's not known for being a three-point shooter, takes 5 0 for 5, right? The right guys need to be taking
Didn't see Malik Monk at all. He's one of your better three-point shooters.
41% from three.
Right, yeah.
He didn't even play. And so that's I think there are ways you can get them, but you're not playing the guys that are going to be able to knock down the threes.
All right, let's take a look at the crunch time tape because the Kings did make this thing interesting once again for the second straight time against Portland. Here it is, 90-89 at this point. And how about the big fella? Honestly, watching Klingon and watching Max Reynaud, just the young bigs, and Cardwell, I was excited. You know, he made the bucket, missed the foul shot, 92-89 at this point. Then the Kings unable to score. We knew it. We knew it was going to happen at some point, Morgan.
Kyle kept calling. He's like, when is this going to happen? And every time we're like, oh, man. And then it happened late in this one, Kyle.
Shade Sharp with the hammer, 94-89.
This one killed me.
Here's the big man again.
You put 2 on the ball, and one of the 2 is Cardwell, so who's protecting the rim? You have DeRozan going up against a 7-3 beast.
Yeah, and Klingon, nice game for him. Meanwhile, DeMar DeRozan, you know he's big in the clutch. That 3-ball made it 96-92. The Kings had some opportunities. Portland, once again, fumbleitis, stone hands, if you will. Russell had a good opportunity here. Kings battling for it out of bounds. Unable to make the plays, however, down the stretch, Morgan. They had some good looks, but just could not hit the big shot to really throw the pressure on this Portland team.
Yeah, and it does go back to those threes not being made even, right? Throughout the game, even Keegan Murray 0 for 6 from three-point land, and that's someone we've talked about so many times. You got to start knocking down your threes. I know we can talk about health with him. We can talk about so many other things when it comes to his hand, his shoulder, all the things. But if you are going to be out there and playing, they need some three-point shooters out there. And like we started this show saying, Malik Monk, a three-point shooter, not playing. Keon Ellis playing 10 minutes, not even attempting a three. It's just not the way this day and age of NBA is being played.
Deuce, down the stretch, they took the threes, just couldn't make it.
Yep.
Did you feel like, because we're watching it all together, did they pass up some shots? Were they hesitant? Like, what did you make of the execution, I guess, down the stretch?
I mean, I think late in this game you saw rebounding come into play. The Kings did a pretty good job of rebounding, but late it seemed like Portland was the team that was doing a great job on the glass. They were being aggressive. They're getting into the paint, and it felt like as the game wore on, their size ended up being a big factor. One of the things I was surprised about, we talk about playing the young guys all the time, okay?
Right.
I want to see Neek late in these games.
Sure.
Neek played well tonight, too. This is not like, hey, just play the young guys to play the young guys. Neek Clifford played a good basketball game tonight. Neek Clifford had some good moments defending Denny Abdia. He was rebounding well. He looked more confident than ever. You're at this stage of the season with your record, with what it is. Like, I want to see those guys getting the moments.
Kyle, I know it can seem like, oh, are we nitpicking when we say things like that? But at the same time, when you are seeing Russell Westbrook over-dribble the basketball at times, even with 8 minutes left in this game, and the ball isn't moving the same way that it was moving with that second unit that came into this game. Those are the frustrating moments. I'm like, why can't they go back to that identity and what was working for them earlier in that game? It's because it's just different players on the court.
So Neek did play 29 minutes.
Love that.
And how about this? We got to ask Doug that question. Hopefully somebody asked. Like, it has to be an organizational franchise decision. It's not like, Neek played 29 minutes. We talked about it also. How come Max Reynaud wasn't in there the last minute or two?
Right.
Like, they have their reasons. And, I don't know. It's a valid question because you're looking to develop the youngsters.
Yeah. Yep.
Ultimately, when you're 6-22, ideally, you're looking to develop the youngsters.
Well, I also think it's like we would rather see them lose the basketball game and gain so much from those opportunities of challenges and losing the basketball game and being in those opportunities. That experience is so valuable. So yes, at the end of the day, when I see some of these other things, and look, I understand Doug goes back to DeMar. He trusts him. I mean, we saw the same thing when Zach was healthy, but you got to start that shift even more. And I think we're starting to see it, but it's got to be even late in these games as well.
We're talking about the rookies here. Here's what they did. Neek, 29 minutes. Max, 31 minutes. Cardwell, an undrafted big man, 21 minutes. It's not like they didn't get time, guys. It's not but they didn't get time when it mattered down the stretch. Valuable clutch time minutes they did not get. Let's talk about the big three rookies, if you will, Deuce, and what they gave the Kings tonight.
I'm just excited to see their development. Maxime Reynaud's developed a great chemistry with Russell Westbrook, but Neek Clifford Morgan was being so aggressive. Him getting some shots to fall tonight, I thought was massive.
Oh, yeah. And it was the way that he was generating some of these shots off the dribble, moving without the basketball. I loved how confident he was putting the ball on the floor and going, okay, I'm going to shoot this mid-range shot. Or then you see right there with the nice little slip in the two-man action. And then from three-point land, knocking one down there. It was just great to see Neek do it everywhere on the floor tonight.
And then Cardwell.
Go ahead. Yep, Cardwell.
Drapes, I know you were juice watching this guy get the crowd into it.
That's how he's the NBA version of Drapes. If I'm at the Folsom Lifetime plan, that's me.
Is that you?
We ain't got no fans watching or anything. Hey, put the camera. Hey, I know the fans. Put the camera on me. I'm at Folsom.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Drapes, you can't jump that high.
I can't jump, but I can hype up a game.
Okay.
And that's what he did.
Yes.
I'm looking at the box score, and let's get to Red Hawk Resort and Casino next level because we got to talk about Dylan Cardwell. I'm looking at the box score, Deuce. I only see 1 for 3. I only see 4 points, but I see a team high plus 18. I see 8 rebounds. I see things that don't show up in the box score with his impact tonight.
Yeah, and the offensive glass was going to be critical in this game too, just rebounding in general. He had 3 offensive rebounds, and how about 5 blocks tonight? Ooh. 5 blocks for Cardwell in 21 minutes, and this guy was undrafted, and you're like, look, he should play in this league.
I'm just still picturing Kyle Draper to invisible fans at Lifetime going, yeah.
I know. When Drapes is out there, the fans are out there.
And all right, real quick here. I have done the LeBron thing too. Yes.
You have not.
I got my son right
I'm
there.
like looking at your kids right now asking.
They know. I do it at home when nobody's around. But seriously, I thought the young fellas, let me say this, guys.
Yeah.
We're 6-22.
Oh.
28 games in. We still got 54 games left to go. The young guys going to get their chances.
Sure.
Like it ain't going to all happen overnight. And so what I'm seeing maybe, and I feel like we've seen a shift, Morgan.
Yeah.
We're seeing Neek play more. We're seeing Cardwell. We're seeing Max.
Fair.
It's not going to go from 10 minutes to 40 minutes, though. I think it's kind of a gradual thing maybe what Doug's doing.
And that is such a fair point, and especially in a game like this, and especially because now we've seen a couple of games where we're like, ooh, is the shift beginning? And Kyle, you're right. I know we are kind of nitpicking and going, but man, can Neek be in those final minutes so then he can learn how to try and win a basketball game? I mean, he's done it at a different level. Can he do it at the NBA level? So I think as the season continues, yes, we will see more and more of that because you're exactly right. Even seeing Dylan Cardwell these last couple of games get those minutes, get those opportunities, being called up from the G League. Yeah, it's great to see.
All right, we're talking about minutes for the youngsters. How about the minutes for the guards tonight? For the second straight game, we didn't see Malik Monk. Russ at 30. Remember, DeMar started at the 2, 35. Schroeder, 31. So you got 3 veterans right there playing the most minutes. Neek did get 29. Keon only 10 tonight after playing close to 30 last time these two teams played. And Malik a DNP.
Kyle, how many people were coming up to us tonight going, where's Malik? Where's Malik? A lot of fans were wondering that. Yeah. And I look at Malik and I think about, first of all, we know he's a good enough player to be playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's good enough to be playing for the Sacramento Kings. He's a really talented player. And I think in a game like this, I'm like, I would have loved him in it because of the three-point shooting, but also he gets the ball moving. And I think there's a tendency from the guards, Westbrook and Schroeder to a certain extent, the ball gets sticky. The decision-making isn't as quickly as it needs to be. And when I know Monk gets in there, he's pushing the pace. He's getting up and down the floor. He's maybe not locking guys down all the time, but I feel like the effort is there. And so I do think they miss him when they don't play him.
Let me ask you guys this, though.
Yeah.
Could it be the fact, maybe Doug is, and I don't know, I haven't talked to Doug about this. If you play Malik, if you play Keon, if you play all these guys, nobody gets into a rhythm. Everybody only plays 20 minutes.
That's fair.
You know, I'm just hypothesizing.
And it's fair. It's fair looking at everything. And, I think you are at this point in the season, though, where it's like, why not allow everyone to get a different type of rhythm and then run with the guys that pick up the rhythm quickly, are feeling themselves, are having a good game, roll with it. Don't go, oh man, we got to get back to this guy because he makes this much money, or oh man, we got to go back to this guy because he's a veteran and his resume says so. So hopefully, with all of that, if that ends up happening and just breaking down their minutes with that, that Doug does end up just rolling with whatever's working, whoever's in there. Like even Max and I know we talked about it a little bit, but him not being in there at the end of the game was just a little bit surprising. Like why couldn't he have been in there with Dylan Cardwell, because he was playing so well. I just feel like sometimes with this team, we look at name and their resume and we go, well, of course they have to be playing at the end of the game.
There's like a trust there too, because, Doug's, you're getting close. You just want a victory.
Yeah.
And you're trying to close the door, and you're like, I got DeMar.
Yeah.
I know he can close the game.
He can get me buckets.
There's that temptation, too.
All right, guys, coming up in just a minute, we'll hear from Doug, plus Keegan Murray speaking as well. You'll hear from the fourth-year player coming up after the timeout as the Kings fall tonight, 98-93, your final score. More post-game live after this.